Konnichiwa, kodomo tachi wa. Watashi no kageyaki o akiraka ni shitemasu. What Yahtzee said. No, seriously, what Yahtzee said in his video that he did, and I'm totally not aping. Aside from handing the escapist a few more views, my general opinion is that I agreed with that video that I'm mentioning. Therefore, you don't need to mention it, because I know it exists, and it doesn't warrant more mentioning. Don't worry, I have several add-ons, and like 2 whole rebuttals, and the story, well, the story is play the bleeding thing. And for that matter, play all of them. GTA 5 is very straightforward, HD enough to satisfy most graphics Nazis, even on console, and isn't nearly as difficult to play as, say, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which took me about the same amount of time to play through the story. There's a ton of missions in 5, but the game is more laid back and easier to get through than running the gauntlet or shooting through an obstacle course. It's more like a ton of mini-adventure romps than a slog through Nico's latest screamy gunfight. The one thing I have noticed, and I will continue to remind everyone because I can remember them, the main characters in the HD generations are pretty similar to the characters in the 3D universe. There's the professional one with a past and a knack for making friends, the loudmouth, charismatic psychotic, and then there's the ethnic one with a story of homecoming and redemption despite also being some kind of maniac.
Oh, but Trevor is more like Claude's Speed because he looks good in Claude's clothes, and he represents the wacky 3D generation, and Michael also wears a great pink suit.
Anyone looks good in Claude's outfit. Even I look good in Claude's outfit. Trevor is a charismatic dreamer building an industry of crime. Michael is a professional bank robber doing anything that satisfies his fiscal wants or his hate boner, whichever one decided to come first. Franklin seems to be a student in search of a mentor, and sort of goes through a more wholesome transformation compared to what happened to his fanfiction father, the 3D universe cast basically being dead in Rockstar's eyes, unless Old Blood would garner more sales. Now that I think about it, Grove Street appears to be a very minor focus in Franklin's life. CJ and Franklin both dreamed of reaching the stars and leaving their home base, but on Franklin's return, there's not much put into the characters or their relationships here. Don't get me wrong, if this had been GTA 4, we would have played TJ Underfoot, getting revenge for being held back in a world that was simultaneously trying to channel Boys in the Hood, the Warriors novel, and Don't Be a Menace all over the background. But there's not much reconnecting besides, I'm sorry I'm trying to move on with my life, but our old friend is very obviously a traitor. The outright one thing I have against the original review is the flying controls. After GTA 5 first came out, everyone was complaining about the flight controls for planes and helicopters, but I honestly don't get it. It must have been a reaction to a bad port, or one of those the first year of our game is a prolonged beta test situations that the PC master race seemed to love so much. On the 360, the flight controls were ideal for the capabilities on display. Turning, gliding, and handling were a breeze. It's almost like, in flight, Rockstar just forgot to code real-life annoyances like the exact coefficients of gravity, turbulence, or unwanted drag. If there's anything in GTA 5 I have a problem with, it's turning Laszlo into even more of a joke than he was. Going back to GTA 2, they had voice-acted talk shows in the car radios, and from 3 onward, they had this and several licensed songs. Laszlo really hit his stride in the 3D universe, playing as a radio DJ straight man to a cast of wacky characters. It was always a joy to hear Laszlo trying to keep a show going while the guest personalities derailed reality itself for their chance at 15 minutes. In GTA 4, he sort of lost that shtick, opting for more of a look at me, I'm famous personality on the radio. I didn't really get it until I saw him in 5 as a knockoff Ryan Seacrest, playing as a celebrity douchebag to be bullied and humiliated, gone from the days where he once was a voice of reason and brazen truth. Oh yeah, and that one bit at the beginning. Why the fuck did you kill Johnny Klebitz? Better yet, why the fuck was he back with Ashley Butler? At the end of GTA 4, Johnny takes back his life, breaks it off with this worthless heroin-addicted ex. At the beginning of 5, we see Johnny pleading like a bitch with Trevor Phillips because Trevor just got done pounding her over a kitchen sink. In a post-hot coffee world, Rockstar. And he still loves her. Are you high, Rockstar? They broke up, and a major theme of the Lost and Damned expansion was getting away from this little toxic bloodsucker. And then Trevor kills him? The best GTA protagonist from GTA 4 ends up as skull fragments on the boot heels of a lowlife that would make not O.J. Simpson look like Mother Teresa. Why? The rest of the game easily frames Trevor as the least likable protagonist. Were you trying to get us to hate him for killing Johnny? That feeling sort of dampens when you simultaneously establish that Johnny, the most proactive protagonist in GTA 4, has now become a simpering little bitch. You're damn lucky the rest of the game is an exciting thrill ride. The ending isn't bad. Just to elaborate on Yahtzee's excellent point, it gives you 3 endings to choose from. There's the sensible one, where you kill your mentor to appease the powers that be and everything keeps spinning. The GTA 4 one, where you kill the poor helpless maniac, the hypocrite gets to go free, and a billionaire with a private army is constantly hanging over your shoulders. And the one that GTA 5 was actually leading up to. So how do you follow this one up, Rockstar? Do we get to see another character's story? Or 3 cameos from GTA 4 having a new adventure? Actually, I think I'll make an online sort of prequel, where people can either do some races, something random, or heist missions for a bunch of characters from 4 and 5. Fuck you.
Hey, fuck you. You wouldn't know quality if it was sucking you off right now, you single-player console peasant.
Get the hell off my RAM cards, Rockstar, and get over yourself. You have generations of games, inspirations to pull from, and what you made is basically GTA 5 with more murderers fucking about online, going on challenge missions and new heists. GTA Online is certainly more of GTA 5, and therefore carries the market value of GTA 5, which is fucking gangbusters. But this isn't your best. Even GTA 5 wasn't your best. It's just too bad that you wasted the utterly unique characters, dynamic loyalty systems, and blatant parody powers on Bully Scholarship Edition, and Laszlo Seacrest.
No, everyone else loves the online gameplay. You're no GTA fan.
Are you kidding? I'm the greatest GTA fan that you'll ever see. I played all of them at some point, and made it a point to know the series as a whole, so that I could have a greater appreciation of the games than hype-chasing squeaker keyboard junkies like you. And I'll prove that I'm the greatest GTA fan in the world, or I'll retroactively go back and change out the language to my usual intro in all of my GTA Total Explanation videos. What the hell are you doing here? Oh, just fulfilling a promise.
We're the kids in America. Whoa.